Monday morning, everybody. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day today. The market opens in about 40 minutes, so I'm going to make this video pretty quickly. I never thought that I would love Mondays until I started paying attention to the stock market. When I started trading, when I started investing, don't get me wrong, I love the weekends. I love spending time with my wife and with my kids. They don't have to be at school. But man, when Monday morning rolls around and the market opens, man, it's a different kind of excitement. It's a different kind of feeling. We're talking about making money, and that's exciting to me. So I love Mondays now. So anyway, the thing that we're going to discuss today is I've put out there what ETFs are. I've put out there, you need to find an ETF that interests you, that is in a sector that you like or that you think will grow over the next several years. But I didn't explain well enough how to find those ETFs. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to screen share with you guys exactly which website I like to use to find ETFs. I can find which holdings each ETF has. So, we talked about an ETF being a basket with a lot of stocks that they reflect. So you can look exactly at what stocks each ETF is holding in that basket. So that's pretty important. A lot of people really like the idea of ETFs for long-term investing and short-term swing trading as well. After I made my last video about me swing trading the long-term ETFs that I hold, but they want to know what stocks are in their basket before they put their money in there, which is smart. You want to do your research, you want to do your due diligence, you want to know what you're getting into before you just blindly dive into something. I'm all about that. Don't just take my word for it. So I'm going to screen share with you guys. We're going to dive right into it. And the website that I like to use is etfdb.com. etfdb.com. And what that is that's etfdatabase.com. They do a great job of having all the information that you need just for ETFs right there. Okay? You don't have to go anywhere else. You can research on your own on different websites. Just Google it. That's how I found this website. But if I'm curious about a different, ETF, or I'm curious about what my ETFs are doing as far as how they're being managed and what stocks are going into my basket and which ones are going out, this is the website that I use. So if this is something that you need in order to feel more comfortable with investing in ETFs, this is just for you. Let's get it. All right, guys. So diving right into etfdatabase.com, etfdb.com. So what I've done is if I go to the website, what I want to do is go up here to the top tabs, and what I typically do is I go to the tools setting and I go to ETF screener. Now there are a lot of places you can go on this website to find a lot of different information out. You can research anything about ETFs that your heart desires, but I'm just showing you, the main things that I use. So I went to tools, ETF screener, and here we are with a big list of ETFs. All right, it's pages and pages and pages of ETFs. So the cool thing is each ETF, you can click on their symbol and you can learn anything you want about those ETFs. So what I like to do is I'll scroll through and I'll look at each one. I'll look at a long-term chart. So let's look at the very first one, SPY. I'll click on it. And it gives me a lot of information about SPY. So SPY, it tracks the S&P 500. It's an ETF that just tracks the S&P 500, which is pretty cool. It's a really safe one, typically. But if we scroll down, we can find out pretty much anything we want about this ETF. What I like and what I think you guys want to know is, how can I find out which stocks each ETF is holding? So if I go over here to holdings on the left side of my screen, all right, let's see. All right, if I scroll down, these are all of the holdings that this ETF has. Okay, these are the top 15. Now you can look up and see which, all of the stocks that it holds, But the top 15 are the ones that it mainly focuses on. As you can tell over here, what percentage do they invest their money? So if they have $1,000,000, which they probably have closer to $1 billion, but if they have $1,000,000 invested, 6.7% of it is in Apple. All right, 5.6% is in Microsoft, 4.35% is in Amazon. So you can see they don't put a heavy amount of money on any one stock, and that's what's great about ETFs. That's what's great about, you know, it diversifies for you, so you don't have to figure it all out on your own. All right, so let's go up here to the little search bar, and we're going to look up, obviously, my favorite ETF. And I say it's my favorite, and I don't want you guys to think, well, it's his favorite because it's had great returns over the last 5 years. Well, yeah, it definitely has had great returns, but it's also actively managed by Cathie Wood, and Cathie Wood is the CEO and the CIO of ARK. And what she does is she manages all of them herself with a team that she put together, and she has done a fantastic job, and she continues to do a fantastic job of getting the correct stocks in this ETF, and the ones that are kind of fizzling out, she gets out. So it grows really, really well. All right, so let's go over here to holdings again. Okay. And so we can see she has 9.4% in Tesla. She has 6 in Roku. And you can just go down the list. These are the top 15 stocks that she feels are great stocks. And what's great about this is, what I use this for is, if Cathie Wood, who is a multi-millionaire, who invests for a living, who does it every single day, and who started an ETF that has done fantastic over the last 5 years, says that Tesla is what she thinks is going to do great this year, well, then I'll start looking into Tesla to start investing some of my play money, or my swing trade or day trade money. Because if she believes it's well enough to put at the head of her ETF, well, that's good enough for me. You know, she's not just some scrub talking about stocks on some website. She is running a multi-million or billion-dollar ETF. So just know that that's kind of what I look for. You can go right here on the left side for any ETF, and you can look at charts, which I suggest doing. I love looking at charts, if it'll come up. And we can see, you know, you can go right here and you can do one day, 5 day, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. I like to look at 5 year charts when I look at ETFs that I'm investing in long term, because I want to know that in 5 years, where is my money going to be? You know, if you want to, I honestly don't know how old ARK is, but let's look at a 20-year chart and see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, for a while it was kind of stagnant, and about, when was this? 2017 is when it really started to pick up and take off. Okay, but it has gained so much momentum that, you know, I see it continuing, and it's in a sector of innovation that I think is the way of the world now. Everyone's trying to innovate. Everybody's trying to be first. Everyone's trying to move forward with things and take things that are already here and make them better. So that's why I really like ARK Innovation, ARKK. But the whole point of me showing you this was, you can look at charts over here, guys. You can look at fund flows, how much money they're putting where and why. You can look at the dividends of what this ETF gives you per year. You can look at the technicals. This website, etfdb.com, is a great tool for you guys to just search through, sift through ETFs. I didn't just come across these ETFs in my head and say, you know, I think I saw this on a website one time, let me just try this out. I actually had to get on my computer, come to this website, and research them, see what they're holding. I believe in Tesla. You know, I believe in electric vehicle energy, you know, sources like Blink Energy charging, or you know, things that are going to charge electric vehicles, or things that are new internet ideas, 5G, those sorts of things. I think that's the way of the world now. I think that that's the way the world is going. And, you know, you don't have to. You can find an ETF that does not track that. You can find one that tracks paper if you'd like. I don't know what you're into, but you need to find something that you believe is going to grow, over time because you're long-term investing. So you guys asked which website I used to find the information that I need for my ETFs, and this is what I use. I use etfdb.com. I hope that this helps you guys. I really hope that you guys go on this website and do your own due diligence, find the ETFs that work for you, and start investing. Start small. Start putting $5, $10, $15 a week in ETFs and watch them grow. I've gotten so many emails and texts saying, man, my money, just from the little bit of money I've put in over the last 2 weeks when we started this journey, I've made more money in interest in 2 weeks than I would have made in the bank all last year. That's incredible. That is exactly why we're doing this, and that is exactly what I'm trying to push forward with, especially with my thinking. You don't have to, you can just listen to me talk. But while all of you are doing that, I'm going to keep investing and I'm going to keep growing wealth over time. All right, I hope this helps you. I hope you guys go hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, and catch you on my next video. Thanks.